Well, welcome back to the channel. This is Maverick here with another episode of the Millionaire Detective, Fugoukeiji. So last episode was a bit more of a filler episode, I guess you could say. More lighthearted, more casual, even though the series is pretty casual as it is. But we got to see Haru and Daisuke interact a little bit more naturally. We got to see Daisuke stripped of his wealth and whatnot, show him for the man that he is, and so on and so forth. And I guess Haru as well. We get to see a little bit of what shaped him, what shaped his personality, and so on and so forth. So just overall, a nice little fun episode, right? However, in this one, I am expecting them to get back to work and get back to cracking cases. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, and also last episode, we were a little, almost to the point where Daisuke would admit or confess like why he chose to come to this place and take up detective duties. Johnny. What? Are they talking about the Shinkansen incident? Hmm. Okay. 300 billion yen, I think, even for you, Daisuke, you're not gonna be able to just buy your way out of this. That's like 3 billion USD. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I gotta say, this song is pretty catchy. This opening. Whereas we can already see where this episode's gonna go, right? Obviously, there are gonna be terrorists here and whatnot. I don't think they're actually gonna be so impotent as to actually blow up the dam that's under construction. Like I said, that's at a budget level that even Daisuke isn't gonna be able to handle. I don't care what unlimited balance you have. You're not gonna be able to go up against, like, literal governments. But hey, he could very well prove me wrong. I really love that little unlimited at the very end there. Hot pepper chocolate? Come on. You guys couldn't even handle a little... Never mind. I don't want to bring up episode 3. I'm just gonna get all upset again. An armored limo. Dice. Holy shit. Well, I guess this is the best way to, this is probably the best way to act as a bodyguard, right? From the Humvee to the SP's equipment. Huh. So, this family business is actually like security related or even military related. Okay. That's good to know. Hmm. This certainly seems fishy. It's a bomb. What? Well, that's... Is that of his own decision? His own will? Seems like a medal of distinction. Maybe he's military? If they really needed to relocate, they would be running. Or, not, sorry, not running. But at least walking very quickly. Damn.
やっぱり食後のデザートはアロエゼリーに限りますね。急げ、準備ができ次第大使館内へ入るぞ。何があった？つい先ほど大使館より捜査一課に対して警護要請がありました。しかしそれをつけるってのは、これ以上あなたの質問に答えるつもりはありません。いいじゃないですか。危ない目に遭わなくて済むし。そういうこと。俺たちは俺たちでできることをやるぞ。
It has to do with that.
リカルド、それが唯一の鍵だ。私の指示がない限り誰も入れるな。分かっています。
That's like the worst kind of security ever. So if someone was to actually like take over this place, the key is literally right there. Like that makes absolutely no sense.
厨房付近の従業員通路です。ヒスク、映像を出せ。
床に付着している血液が少ないな。
他の場所で殺した後、ここまで移動してきた。
これ、なんか意味あるんすか？
よく見えねえな。肩貸せ。
え、僕ですか？
早くしろ。
服汚さないでくださいよ。
いいぞ。
Can't you guys like work together?
無理っす。はあ？お前仮にも警察官なんだから。おい、お前！止まれ！警察だ！来い、亀！ちょっと！私たちはいいんですか？いいんじゃない？
応答しろ、リカルド。ダメだ。内線も使えません。外の様子を。何？ヒスク、付近の通信状況を確認しろ。
現在、大使館近隣の駐車場を中心に半径800メートルの範囲で強力な通信障害が起きています。
一体どういうことだ？何らかの事情で通信が遮断されています。何らかの事情とは何だ？殺害と合わせて考えるとテロである。復旧できるか？
有効な手段は見つかりません。しかし、鈴江様がこちらの異変に気づかれたようです。到着時刻は12分30秒後。
Nice. Money. I love how I love how the the ground also has Tamare as well. Stop.
しかし、犯行声明もなければ要求もない。一体何がしたいんだ？ヒスク、死体を遺棄する以前の犯人の足取りを追え。貯蔵庫で殺したんだ。この部屋だ。ここで一体何をやってたんだ。
Planting a bomb?
これはクローゼットだ。これは
Ah.
警察だ。なんで逃げる？後ろめたいことでもあんのか？ほら事情話してみろよ。加藤さん。
故郷をダムに沈めんとした者たちは助けも呼べぬ密室で恐怖に溺れながら死んでいくだろう。
Hmm? What? Oh, that's the... A suicide? Yeah.
ちょっとまずくないですか？
That's the key, right?
あれは何だったんだ。またマスコミが生き
And so the janitor has the backup key?
呼べぬ密室。湯本さんか佐伯さんに連絡しろ。それがさっきからかけてるんすけど、ずっと繋がらなくて。行くぞ。またですか？
これは我が国の治安維持隊が標準装備しているカートリッジです。しかし通常とは色が止められんのか。停止するとガスが放出される仕組みのようです。
Oh, just gas?
中の液体を分析しろ。
CXA セキュリティ社製の催涙ガス用カートリッジです。
Pure gas.
VX ガスに詰め替え
Oh, VX. Sarin?
なんだそれは。有機リン系の神経ガスです。おそらくこれ一本で数千
Yeah, sarin gas.
ふざけるな。さっさと止めるか。ここから出せ。ヒュスク、この部屋のドアを開けられるか。
外部から物理的なキーで開ける以外不可能です。
鍵の所在は？
情報が不足しています。
お待ちください。なんだこれは。聖地であるラグファンの遺跡をダムに沈めることに反対する声明です。この男の故郷だったようで天罰がくだらん。そんなものはどうでもいい。ここを出る方法かこいつを止める方法を何とかしろ。鈴江が到着するまであと何分だ？
あと1分40。
Damn.
9分30秒ほどと思われます。
At least she's okay. Relatively, anyways.
追いかけてた相手は死んだ。わけわかんねえ星型のものを捨ててな。
星型の？
さっさとここから出せ。残念ながら方法が。なんだと貴様。起動装置の設計図を出せ。解除方法もだ。
お答えできません。
どういうことだ。うちの系列会社の製品だろ。
Yep.
あなたにはその権限が与えられておりません。
Ooh. Damn.
現在この大使館周辺で大規模な通信障害が起きているようです。
おそらく意図的なものだな。
はい、幸い大統領以下テロの標的になりそうなお偉方はパニックルームに避難済みです。じきに技術班が妨害電波の発信源を特定するでしょう。
おい入ってくんな。お前らは要請受けてねえだ。大変です。どうした。加藤たちが。あるな。
大輔様。
一体何を。毒ガスの拡散を防ごうというのでしょう。しかし大した効果は。下がっていろ。
助けに来たぜ。てめえ。
閉めろ。
Damn. That room... Is that room actually airtight, though?
つうか、なんで掃除のじいさんが鍵なんか持ってたんだ？追いかけてた相手は死んだ。わけわかんねえ星型のものを捨ててな。
星型の？
おそらく大統領がどこかに閉じ込められて。
Wow. Dang. Whacking it off.
しかしなんでいつもみたいにヒュースケの力で解決しなかったんだ。
大輔様。
鈴江さん。
おそらく通信妨害を引き起こしていたのはこいつですね。
Kambe's family product.
本日午前中に改めて調印式を終えたポリアドル共和国のアルバレス大統領は厳重な警護の中帰国の途につきました。
昨日はお疲れちゃん。あれ、神戸君は？
さあ、
あの毒ガス結構やばかったらしいね。
みたいですね。でも、あのテロリストどのみち死ぬつもりだったんですよね。
まあそうだろうな。こんな異国の地で逃げ切れるとも思えんし。
なら調印式とかでぶちまければよかったのに、なんでわざわざパニックルームに閉じ込めて殺そうとしたんすかね。大量殺人が目的じゃなかったってことだ。あいつはきっと故郷を守りたかっただけなんじゃねえかな。
基本的には
Still a terrorist.
立てられてます。でもプリント基板やらカートリッジやら結構日本製のものが入ってますね。この辺りの技術持ってるのは数社ありますが、
水をフューチャーテクノロジーとか。
よく知ってますね。
He's a little future.
だと思いますよ。
Ooh, the plot thickens. Nice. Alright, see you guys after this. Well, it seems that we have a sort of Iron Man situation on our hands here with Daisuke, and we finally know where his family got most of his wealth from, right? So apparently they are in the arms industry, so in the business of manufacturing military weaponry, arms, and munitions, and apparently more security-oriented stuff as well. They mentioned that even they produce even Humvees, so they do manufacturing. They also supply various other small arms, I would presume, and other military-related stuff. So kind of like a big deal here, right? And so I can totally see why they get so much money. The arms industry is, after all, a very lucrative business, right? Hundreds of billions and even trillions of dollars per year. Well, I guess we can also kind of see why Daisuke is a little bit hesitant in regards to his family business and perhaps not really wanting to go down that path, right? So in this episode, we do see that he is saying he's not going to be the head of the Kanbei family. Now, there's a few different reasons that could be. One is that maybe he was simply not maybe it wasn't of his own will, like maybe his grandma decided this or something or the other, or maybe he himself, kind of like Tony Stark, eventually from Iron Man, eventually going against not wanting to see the arms that he manufactures fall into wrong hands, ruin the lives of other people and whatnot. Daisuke is basically standing out against his family business as well. I think we are going to be going on that sort of path here. Or perhaps him trying to get into the police force is him trying to instead use his wealth, use his power for the benefit of society, if you will. Maybe he feels a little bit uncomfortable of his family business or something like that. We shall see in due time, right? But at the very least, it does explain a lot as to his funding, why he's able to have so many contacts and so much leeway with even government officials, because it's not just a simple case of money, right? Money of course talks, but being a defense contractor, that's an even bigger deal, of course. And then also why he uses so much technology that has a lot of it's technology to a point where it's not just literally something money can buy, but it's having a lot of applications that could be weaponized as well, right? So that is quite the quite interesting to me, honestly. And even like they even manufacture gas weapons. I mean, okay, to be fair, they originally said that what his family was doing was tear gas, and so that's a little bit different from VX, right? From VX gas, which is a nerve agent. By the way, I mentioned in the episode sarin, which is another type of nerve agent, but apparently VX is even more potent than sarin is. I kind of got them mixed up. I mean, it's not like I I have these on the back of my head every day, but yeah, it's a nice little reference, and indeed, I feel like it kind of surprised me that they went with something as extreme as that. You would think that with the way this series is going, it's for laughs most of the time and whatnot. Maybe just a simple dirty bomb would be enough. I mean, from a explosive kind of perspective. But hey, they actually went ahead and went with nerve agents, went with chemical biological weapons. This would be a would that be a chemical agent? I think that's a chemical agent, right? Or is that biological? Yeah, it's a chemical agent. Sorry about that. It's a chemical weapon. So I wasn't expecting that, but that's cool. That's pretty awesome. I like it, and I do want to see more and learn more of Kanbei's family business, right? So apparently, by the way, we can see in this episode also that they mentioned a specific Palador Kanbei company. I'm assuming that's just like one of the entities under the Kanbei family group, and that's specific to each country, right? So maybe each country would have one of their branch, one of their subsidiaries, something of that sort. And also, I do like that they actually went ahead and so I gave the episode, I gave the series a lot of grief during episode 3, right? I felt like a lot of things were just unbelievable. I felt like they didn't follow a lot of protocol, and it's just, I mean, fine. People are saying that, hey, this is just a comedy anime, so I shouldn't take this too seriously, right? And indeed, even in this episode, there were a few things that kind of stood out to me. Like, for instance, if there was really an attack, they wouldn't just be walking leisurely into the panic room, and literally, like, having a panic room, the only access to it being like a physical key, and a physical key you actually leave outside the room. That's like the worst kind of security I could ever think of, right? But at the same time, they actually did take care of some more finer details as well. So for instance, they described in the episode that this panic room is one that can withstand an NBC attack, right? So what is NBC? NBC is nuclear, biological, chemical weaponry, right? It's a classification that's used for instance, during like military forces. If you say that a unit is NBC ready, or it has NBC preparedness, that means that they are able to operate under an environment where they might be fighting under nuclear weaponry or chemical weaponry or biological weaponry influences, right? So, and what basically that means, when in terms of describing that panic room, that means that it can withstand a nuclear blast, it can withstand radiation, and it's also airtight, so biological weaponry and chemical weaponry won't be able to get through into the room, right? It's a self-contained. It probably has its own like air filtration system, or it has its own reservoir of oxygen supply, and so on and so forth, and it is airtight, right? So so why is that important? That's because they detonated the VX gas inside the room, right? And however, due to the fact that it is NBC rated and it is able to withstand NBC attacks, that means all of the gas is going to be contained in the room and it's not going to leak out. If it's just like a normal like room, or say for instance a bank vault or whatnot, that is not NBC rated, the gas is going to escape, right? And it's going to cause, like, they would literally have to maybe shut down the entire area for a radius of like a kilometer or something like that until the gas is properly disposed of, if that was not an NBC rated room. So I like that they mentioned that kind of detail as well. I actually missed it the first time I was going through, and so that's why I questioned at the end there whether or not the gas would leak. So they actually did take that into consideration and deemed the panic room as being able to withstand NBC attacks. So props to them for this part. What else from this episode do I want to mention? And I guess not that much else. Yeah, I think for me right now, the biggest thing is, man, Daisuke's character. I already loved his character a lot, and now knowing that he has this sort of background, I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with this kind of setting, right? Because there's potential to do lots of cool and lots of fun stuff here, now that we do know that he is in his family deals with the arms industry, and they would probably be privy to a lot of very, very cutting edge technology. So I feel like we haven't seen the extent of Daisuke's abilities yet, right? Or, you know, his family's abilities yet, and that is definitely something I am looking forward to going on. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's basically Iron Man, right? Not to mention that he has his own AI that talks to him and you know, helps him go through lots of different things, helps analyze stuff for him and whatnot. He's literally like Tony Stark, right? So, and that's great because Tony Stark is my favorite character from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that is 2 thumbs up from me. So anyways, that's it for episode 5 of The Millionaire Detective. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.